I was personally touched by the actions of the Catholic Church in Rome yesterday. Today is already Tuesday. We are already by 12 midnight. Yesterday by 9 p.m. the church in Rome organized a prayer for the Hellene Pope. And why I was touched is that, one, the Pope, we call him His Holiness, a man of 88 years that we know that has been serving God all this while. We know that he's closer to God, that his prayers are also with God. And then why will the people decide to pray for him? Is to point out the power of intercession. And that means also we are not wasting time to gather as those who pray, to come to pray to God. Prayer is prayer. Any other thing can be any other thing. But just like as we have the vocabulary, some of us think that it's just waste of time, or you are just praying to fulfill all righteousness. And as they organized the prayer by 9 p.m., do you know who were there? The people living in Vatican, and then all the cardinals, all of them. And I was also touched by the man that was leading in the prayer. The second in command is called Secretary of the State. Parolin is his name, Cardinal, of course. He's the second in command. If anything happens to Pope now, he will be the one who will be directing, calling other cardinals from the whole world to come for the conclave. So he is the second in command. Do you know what? Everybody gathered in the Vatican City. This man, just like as we do during the Block Rosary days, he was the one that was leading in Rosary. The prayer they used is Rosary. I was touched. He's also an elderly cardinal. Whatever is worth doing is worth doing well. They're not just gathering in prayer. There's somebody that must lead. And they were not celebrating Mass, they were using Rosary. Why can't they call maybe any seminarian to lead? If the cardinals are there and the seminarian is leading in the Rosary, that's another point I want to make today. How serious will people take it? Because even in our house, yes, it's good to give people opportunity. Maybe you ask one child to pray. Just like these 7 sorrows and joys. I noticed one of the churches I worked before, that only the children will come out. No. If the children come out, it's also that the adults in that prayer, we join them. Let it not just be a child's play. And that's why at times you see the children, you hear them, they are playing with it. Because out of the 7 sorrows, 7 people, the 7 are children all through. Why there are adults in the prayer? But back to what happened in Rome we are talking now. Think about it. The altar is here. He knelt down. Another thing for some of us in Lagos now, you wear anything to come to Lagos, and to come to church, sorry. And then to kneel down is a problem. Can somebody feel big with God? That was civilization. Somebody is saying, the church I attend, do you know where I'm coming from? I have lived all my days in abroad. I can't kneel. You are saying, I look Christy, somebody standing as if to say he want to blow you. Think about it. It's about conscience. Yes, at times also, where the place is not convenient, we can understand. Dust everywhere. But you know what I'm saying? Some people now feel too big. You watch them in the church, even they are staying in a church that is well built, they hardly think of kneeling down. Because for them, why would they kneel? Who did you come for prayer to look for? Is God. Can you measure height with God? There is no way. So that old man, because I know what I'm saying, he was kneeling down. I'm sorry to use this example, but it's true. Amongst our seminarians and our priests, when we have like a pilgrimage, something like that, Some of them will be finding it difficult to kneel down. It's a good example. That gardener is an elderly gardener. He was kneeling. Every other person was like this. He was closer to the altar. He was leading the rosary. I still say it. And like we know, if it was a seminarian or even a priest saying that rosary, it cannot be taken serious. I don't mean the person leading does not matter. But when the church, you can, that thing pinpoints the seriousness of that prayer. It pinpoints the seriousness. It was the person leading. So having made this point also, is for our mind to go, when we are talking about the intercession, the prayer they were using, Blessed Virgin Mary, the rosary. Yes, the rosary we are not praying to Mary, we pray to God through Mary. But at the same time also we see that intercession means a whole lot for us. Somebody standing in the gap. And that's the essence of prayer and the essence of people praying. We can never undermine the essence and the import of prayer. Prayer is prayer, and prayer must be taken serious. And then also, what are you doing in prayer? Either you are praying for yourself or you are praying for somebody. Intercession too.